This review is a synopsis of the haves and the have-nots. I have created this review because it's one of my favorite TV series and I'm so excited that it has been reviewed by me, one of the animated character from adsgraphics.ng. Adsgraphics.ng is inspired by small businesses as far as advertisement is concerned. Adsgraphics.ng creates custom ads videos, YouTube thumbnails, YouTube intros, logo designs, animated videos just like what you are watching in this video, website designs and so on. As an aspiring YouTuber, Adsgraphics.ng is a great choice for showcasing your creative ideas through animation at an affordable price, especially if you haven't gotten the necessary filming equipment. Kindly check out the link in the description below to connect with Adsgraphics. Before proceeding, I would like to acknowledge Ma for the excellent review written on their blog from which this synopsis is gotten. If you are a fan of the haves and the have-nots, and you want your review featured on this channel, kindly leave a message in the comments section below. For the benefit of those who are not a fan, I would start by first summarizing the story. After which, I will introduce the characters to you for a better understanding. Kindly skip the summary of the previous seasons and characters' introduction using the timestamp and description below. The Haves and the Have-Nots is a Tyler Perry soap opera that premiered on the Oprah Winfrey's network back in 2013. The show follows the stories of three families in Savannah, Georgia. The Cryers, the Harringtons, and the Young family. The first two families make up the Haves, while the Young family make up the Have-Nots in the show. Now let's move on to the characters. 1. Chica Sumter as Candace Young. She played the role of Candace, the estranged daughter of Hannah Young and Benny's half-sister. She's also the mistress of Jim Cryer. Her character is very mischievous and manipulative. 2. Tyler Lepley, who acted as Benjamin Young. He is the son of Hannah Young and Candace's half-brother. He is less troublesome, a hard worker and quite personable. 3. Crystal Fox, who plays the role of Hannah Young, the mother to both Candace and Benny. Her character is also a maid in the Cryers household. She is nurturing and compassionate, but she also has a dark past. 4. Renee Lawless, who plays the role of Catherine Cryer, wife to Jim Cryer, who can easily be described as passive-aggressive yet completely sensitive and caring. Catherine was born into one of the wealthiest family in Savannah. 5. John Schneider plays the role of Jim Cryer in the show, the head of the Cryer household. He is a judge in Savannah who later declared his interest to run for governor. He is known for his power plays and philandering. 6. Jacqueline Bethan plays the role of Amanda Cryer. She was featured in the first two seasons. She is a good friend of Candace, a younger sister to Wyatt Cryer, and a daughter to both Jim and Catherine Cryer. Her character died in season 2, where she shot herself as a result of the mental illness she battled with after being raped by her professor in college. 7. Aaron Connell plays the role of Wyatt Cryer in the show, the son of Jim and Catherine Cryer. Wyatt is a troubled young man who is in and out of rehabilitation for his drug and alcohol problem. 8. Peter Parros plays the role of David Harrington, the patriarch of the Harringtons family. He is a judge in the show and a good friend to Jim Cryer. David is in constant battle in his relationship with his wife Veronica. 9. Angela Robinson plays the role of Veronica Harrington, the matriarch of the Harrington family. Veronica may be a symbol of refinement on the outside, but she's seething with malice on the inside. She is also an attorney in the show and is very good at what she does. 10. Gavin Houston plays the role of Jeffrey Harrington, who is more attracted to male sex than female, which makes him gay. He is a very good friend of Wyatt Cryer and at some point got sexually attracted to him. He later on conspires with Candace to kill Quincy, Candace's baby daddy, which they both successfully did and have to hide. 11. Ava Tamargo plays the role of Celine Gonzalez. She was featured in season 1 to 3. She is a maid in the Cryers' home with whom Jim had an illegitimate son with. The character was fired from the Cryer household in season 3 by Catherine Cryer. And many more characters. Keith Burke plays the role of Derek David, and his character was introduced in season 7. He is a suitor of Hannah and turns out to be the father of Candace Young. Overhearing Hannah's story of being raped by a man with a lion tattoo, Derek breaks down and is found crying by Hannah. She questions if he is upset by the news, as he reveals a lion tattoo on his stomach, and it turns out he was Hannah's rapist. Derek explains when he was young and with a bad crowd, he got high and found a woman and raped her before going to prison for an offense. He explains that he didn't know it was her and she orders him to leave and he complies. In the earlier episode, we noticed Benny Young handled to squeeze out details about his mom, Hannah's rapist named Derek. Whereas, he claims to have redeemed himself from his previous self. Derek disappeared after Hannah requested him to go away and he respectfully complies with her need. You might think you've just about seen everything, but then comes the icy Veronica Harrington with her dreams and subsequent breakdown as soon as she wakes up from them, and a defiant Hannah Young who refuses to take anyone's shit any longer. But even with Wyatt Cryer being dumb-pestered as ever, it is the whole Young family dealing up with past trauma and facing demons of their own that has our attention. And after the last 1 hour of development or so, one can't help but wonder if Candace Young's goodbye to her biological father Derek really means the show is done with him. It was honestly a difficult hour to sit through, and not just because of Veronica's blatant vulnerability. Not only is that uncharacteristic of the heinous queen we adore so much, but that David would be the subject of her dreams seems a little too preposterous. To watch Veronica break down into sobs was painful enough as it is, only made worse by the fact that it was over David. Speaking of David, the writer's room is really crafting his sneaky way up to being the literal jack of all trades. When not disappointing Veronica, and effectively viewers in her dreams, David is being the errand boy for the Cryers. Jim makes him investigate the Wyatt break-in at the Cryers' mansion, and when he demands information on the suspect's identity from Hannah, she snaps, "Can't you see him ignoring you?" And humor drifts in when David reports this encounter to his boss, calling Catherine's housekeeper a bit of a bitch without any forewarning whatsoever, to which Jim answers with a salient dismissal. Hannah's cold cut-off exterior extends onto other parts of the episode too, thankfully. Derek reaches out to her to explain why he was at the Cryers, and suspiciously enough it was under Jim's instructions apparently. However, Hannah wasn't having any of it. From reminding Derek the type of person he is, to refusing to budge at all. Hannah is inspiring and fiery in this episode in her quiet manner. When the police finally figure out Derek's identity, surprising enough without any help from Hannah whatsoever, he comes back requesting a moment alone with Candace right as she is about to take a flight to Atlanta with Benny. Suddenly, all of Benny's rage over the person disappears. Ironically enough, this is the same person that made him wander off to Angelica's, to another pub with the thirsty Rondomer Alyssa, and back to the Iron Bone again because there is no hour of the day off enough for them to seek answers. But he steps aside to allow the creepily awkward father-to-daughter moment that couldn't have unfolded any more beautifully. Derek tries explaining his past as a teenage junkie to Candace, and all she could muster up is a solid goodbye. Considering she herself was the one looking to reconnect with her dad, who had raped her mother and thus she was born, this is big. Almost too clear a review that the Youngs are, in fact, done with this demon called Derek erupting conflicts in their life as a family. Speaking of difficult families, the episode also focuses a lot on Mama Rose's tension with Catherine as she aims at putting her in the same cell with the family of the little girl Wyatt had killed, while her sons try to cope with killing off police officers to free their mama, who is also trying to scam a whopping $1 million off Catherine in exchange for her stupid son's safety. And we say stupid as an understatement because, at the end of the episode, Wyatt decides to walk into the tiger's den, Vinny's in this case, with a shitload of jewelry that he has no business either carrying or showing up there with anyway. It just makes us wonder whether all of this was a second hidden goodbye within the episode. The Young family seems to be done with their demon. Are the Cryers too? We shall find out in the next episode. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching, and let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Please subscribe to this channel and turn on post notification to see more videos from this channel. See you in my next video. Bye.